Hello everyone, welcome to Current Affairs series with Dr. Vivek Rana. I hope you are doing well and following the important current affairs for this week. So in today's lecture, we will be dwelling on the Global Hunger Index 2020. The reports and indices is one of the themes which is useful not only in your prelims examination, but this data or the highlights of the reports can also be quoted in your mains exam, especially in the social issues theme. So you should be familiar with the basic data and how to use it in the positive direction, because this is one of the areas where India really needs to buckle up, and we have seen how World for Food Program has already received Nobel Peace Prize 2020, and then India also released the commemorative coin of 75 rupees for foundation of the Food and Agriculture Organization. So this is one of the following themes which is once again related to food and hunger. So without wasting any time, let's just decode the highlights of Global Hunger Index 2020. So first of all, the first thing which you should know is that what are the agencies involved in the data compilation or release of the report. The main organization is the IFPRI, International Food Policy Research Institute. It also works jointly with the concerned worldwide as well as the Wet Hunger. So these are the two organizations which you should be able to recall or memorize, because the factual question can be framed from it. But the more important part is the components, because if the examiner is from economics background, he will be more interested at how this report is compiled, what are the key factors on which this ranking is based on. So there are four basic terms which you should be familiar. There is undernourishment, wasting, stunting, and the child mortality. So first of all, you should be clear what these terms refer to. The undernourishment theme is related mainly to the calorie intake. If in the growing phase the children are not receiving the adequate intake of carbohydrates and fats in their diets, then the problem is referred as the undernourished. Coming to the second angle, the wasting. The wasting refers to the share of the children under age of 5 which have low weight for their height. So make sure you are not getting trapped in the wordplay, because they might confuse you with the weight with the age, weight with the height, and it mainly represents the acute undernourishment. And then coming to the stunting. Stunting refers to the share of children under age of 5 which have low height for their age. And finally, the mortality you come across so many times refers to the death of children under age of 5. So they take these four factors into account while ranking various countries. So coming to the scoring part, the index has score ranging from 0 to 100, and you should be clear that which is the good score to have. 0 is not here a negative score. 0 refers to zero hunger here, and then below 10 is referred as low hunger. Above 20 is a serious hunger category, and from 30 which ranges from 20 to 34.9, and then from 35 to 50 you have alarming category. That's the worst category to be in. And there is also another category, any score above 50. If it happens to fall between 50 to 100 would be would say the extremely alarming situation. So currently the countries which have been ranked for this 2020 are 107, and you can see that India has not done well. Once again it ranked poorly at 94. The score which has been allotted to India is 27.2, which falls under the serious concern category. So make sure you are also able to memorize or at least link that where India actually is. So it's a serious category of the Global Hunger Index 2020. Even if we compare to the last year our performance was 102 out of 117 countries. So someone might mislead by saying that India has jumped or improved its performance from 100 to 94, but you can see the countries is also differentiating. So more or less we need to really work hard on implementation process of eradicating hunger, and also the monitoring needs to be further reformed as highlighted in the report. So it's just not enough to just mug up the ranking of the index. You should also, if you really want to use this data in your mains answer, there is no harm in memorizing at least the rounded figures of the exact components where is India actually lacking. If we take into account the undernourished theme, currently India's almost 14% of population is being described as undernourished, which is a big number considering India's population currently. And then the wasting part is, once again, we have the globally highest population under wasting category. Almost 17% of the global India's population is currently wasting. Once again, I am highlighting the wasting refers to low weight for the particular height. And then in stunting, the data is even more alarming. Almost 37% of the population is currently stunted, which means they have low height for their age. And mortality, even though we are trying our best with the various missions, still 3.7% population falls under this mortality rate. So overall, we can say there is lot scope of improvement, and if you compare to our neighbors, the China is currently leading the pack. It has the score below, you can say 5. It is ranked along with Cuba, Turkey and other. There are 14 to 17 countries in the top category. So there is lessons to be learned, and even if you compare to Bangladesh, Nepal or Pakistan, they have also comparatively fared well. Like Nepal is currently ranked 73. And then we have the Bangladesh at 75, and Pakistan is also at 88. So we can say among the neighbors also our performance is not to the mark, and someone needs to take the accountability and work towards fixing the spot. Yes, there are a lot of logistics problem. India is a vast country, and we have a considerable segment which is below poverty line, but there is more which can be done, because these rankings seriously put concerns over policy makers as well as the implementation challenges. So make sure out of the report you at least memorize the current ranking and at least 1 or 2 percentages which you can use to criticize, or you could say to articulate your views strongly regarding that India needs to do more on this economic front. And with coming to the COVID year, this problem is likely to aggravate further next year. So we cannot expect an overnight change in the ranking, but at least we should make a steady progress in this right direction, so that, because in HDI and ease of doing business, we are making some strides for good. So there is no reason to be totally pessimistic that India can't do enough for this major problem, because any country, we cannot afford to have such a high segment of population which is suffering from acute nourishment or chronic undernourishment, or you could say the low calorie intake. Okay. So make sure to following such major reports and making short notes of these themes, because this is one of the themes which can be used in the various examination for your own views as well. So I hope I have just clarified all the important points related to Global Hunger Index 2020. If you have any other points which you want to share with other fellow aspirants, you can just share those in comment section, so that others can make the best use of this assessment. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.